Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to talk to you all about my brand new park bag by Designer Park Co. Let's get into it. Hey friends, my name's Corina. I'm a wife and a mama to two little ones, and our family loves to bring you guys along on our family adventures and share tips and tricks on how to travel well with little kids. Today, I am talking to you guys all about a brand new park bag to me, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this package. So over the last couple of months, I've been in a place of trying to figure out what my next park bag iteration is going to be and what that really looks like. I'm in kind of a weird phase where we can take a little less stuff to the parks with us, but we also still need some backup things. So we have to have some stuff in the stroller, but when I'm walking around, I don't need that much stuff. But then I also kind of want to have some things that are handy and that are on me all the time, like an autograph book and things like that. And because we're not pushing our stroller around the parks with us constantly anymore, since we don't have infants, it's kind of left me in a weird place. And in the past, I have tried my Petunia Pickle Bottom sling bag, which I do love, but I just found it wasn't quite enough room. And so I recently shared with you guys a video packing up the Petunia Pickle Bottom Mini diaper bag, which I loved as a park bag option. However, there's a bag that has been in the back of my mind that I've been so curious about for ages, and I did not want to pull the trigger on it because of the price point. However, I recently found one secondhand, so it was pre-loved. I think the gal said she had taken it to the parks one time, and she decided to go with a different color in this same bag, and this one was up for sale. So I snagged it, and it is the Designer Park Co. Rope Drop Backpack. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is such a crazy thing because this is the exact color I wanted, one of the colors I wanted, and it's in such great condition. So I'm so pumped about this bag, and I'm so excited to show you guys all of the details about this bag, walk you through it, and also pack it up with you guys because I think it's so important to see a bag actually in use and what it looks like packed with all the stuff that you need for a day at the parks. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack this bag up two different ways, which one will be for me with my husband on a solo couple trip, and then I'll also show it packed up for a day out with kiddos at the parks. Now, before I get into the packing and overall of the rope drop backpack, I do want to just compare it really quickly to a Petunia Pickle Bottom Mini. This is another mini that I do have, and I'm going to turn you guys around so you can kind of get a comparison of the two. All right, so let me start off by saying the rope drop backpack is empty. The Petunia bag has some stuff in it, so that's why it looks a little bit more shapely. But here is kind of an overview of the two bags. Let me get you as even as I possibly can. Scooch these over a little bit. Maybe on the couch was not the best idea, but first of all, here we go. So you can see the height difference between the two bags there, and then let me show you the side. I will have the measurements below as well in case you're curious. It's a little bit hard to see, the side profile. They're pretty comparable. The rope drop does have that bigger pocket and obviously a second section in it, so it makes it a little bit bigger. And then let me do them kind of front to back. Okay. It's impossible to tell. They look almost the same size, but let's see from the top. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but the Petunia backpack is just a tiny bit wider, and that's because it has the outside bottle pockets, which the rope drop does not. However, overall, the rope drop backpack is actually bigger, and one thing I was concerned about was the weight of the rope drop backpack. I honestly don't feel that the weight is much different. It is a little bit heavier than the Petunia bag. The Petunia makes their bag so light. It is the craziest thing. They are so lightweight, and to have so many functions and features and everything on them, it's incredible. So the rope drop is a little bit heavier, but not unbearable, I would say. It's what I would figure for the size of this bag. The weight is in line, it's proportionate. Okay, so let's talk about some features of the bag, which are incredible. This bag is specifically designed to be used at Disney parks or amusement parks in general. And it was designed by a family who frequently visits Disney parks. So the designer of it, her name is Debbie, and I'll have her website and everything linked below. She has a great Instagram, but she designed it because she found a serious lack in the market for a bag that would fit enough stuff for a family's day out, but also had the features that she was looking for, such as a hydration system, a place to put pins, and a place to hold ears. So this front pocket here is actually a pin holder. I don't know if you guys can tell the like perforated holes, but let me zoom in a little bit, get you a little closer. So there are perforations in the front pocket where you can put pins, and the bag actually comes with 10 locking pin bags. I actually don't have them on me right now. I do have a stash of them from just collecting pins. I'm not really a huge pin collector, but we do have some pins, and I found that the backs that come with the pins that you buy at Disney, they just fall off and then you lose your pin. So the locking backs are really convenient. You can get them on Amazon as well, but they just lock right on and then your pin doesn't fall off the front of your bag, which is amazing. The other great feature about this bag is that this buckle right here is actually a place to hold mini ears. So I know there's so many people when they visit Disney, they like to have multiple pairs of ears, or they like to wear their ears for a little bit and then they take them off and need a place to put them. So they designed this bag with an ear holder, and it's honestly so great. And since they came out with this backpack, they've actually had several other designs that they've come out with, and they all include an ear holder. So they all have this great feature. You basically just tuck the bottom of your ears into the front pocket, and then they clip on this little buckle, and they are not going anywhere, honey. Like, they are on there. You can do it as tight or as loose as you want to, depending on the size of the bow, or if you don't have a bow, whatever it is that you need. It's very adjustable, but that is such a great feature. I also really love, if you're not actually into wearing ears, I love that this can be like a decorative part of your bag, and you can change it out with the seasons. You can change it out for your outfit. You know, if you're gonna do like a certain bound of a character, you can have ears on your bag that match that. The options are really endless. Like, it's so cool. So I love this. I think it's such a great feature. I tend to wear my ears for like the whole day. No, most of the ears I have are the stretchy headband, not the traditional headband, but this is such a great option if you are an ear wearer and you need someplace to put them after a while. The other things about this bag, it does have side pockets, which are great. These are little slip pockets. They're not gonna be for like a cup or anything like that, but they're a great place to put your phone or a fan or something. There's also this middle compartment here, which when you unzip it, it has 2 pockets right here on the front, so 2 little slip pockets, and then it has this larger section all the way in the back, and it has 2 deeper pockets in the back there. So it has 4 pockets on the interior of the bag, and that's it as far as pockets, but it allows you a lot of space to put your things. So I personally like to pack with pouches and like little bags to keep my things organized. And this bag is really great for that because it doesn't have so many internal pockets that you feel it's unnecessary to use pouches or the pockets are in the way. It just kind of lends itself to being able to use those pockets really wisely. All right, and the thing that makes like this bag what it is that it comes with a hydration system. Now, I bought my bag secondhand, so I don't have the hydration system. Thankfully, the gal I bought it from did not pass it on to me. But basically, you can put a water bottle right here in one of these back pockets, and then there's a little hole that lifts up right. There's a little hole right here. I can see you guys through it. And you would basically just thread the hydration like hose through it, and it connects to the strap right here. So this little loop is to connect your hydration kit to your strap. And then you easily have your little water bottle, like think of like a Camelback. We've pretty much all seen those, where it has like a little tube and then it has a little spout on the end, and you bite that and water comes out. So that is the hydration system that comes with the bag, and the bag is perfectly designed to use the hydration kit with it. So I think that's absolutely amazing. The last feature that I want to talk to you guys about is this little zippered compartment on the bottom. Okay, so here on the bottom, there's a zippered pouch. I have it open right now, and there's a net that comes out of this pouch. So basically, you can take the net and you connect it to these little rings that are on the front of the bag, and then you have a little pocket where you can store other things in. Say you go to the parks and you buy a popcorn bucket and you don't have any place to put it. You can pull your net out, and put your popcorn bucket in there. You can put a sweater or a little blanket or a little like changing pad so you can sit down on the ground for a parade. You can do souvenirs in here, an extra snack, like whatever it is that you need, the net is perfect for that. And I love that it zips away really, really nicely when you're not using it. Okay, so I just unclipped the net. The rings just go right back up, kind of tucked up under the bottom. You can't even really see them from the front. And then the net just gets tucked into this pocket right here, zipped away, and no one would ever know there's a pocket there. I know some people do use this pocket to hold like their wallet or card holder or something like that they don't, want easily accessible to others, because this is going to be against your back while you're wearing the bag, or it will probably be right against your feet when you get on a ride. So really great pocket. It's ingenious, like such a cool little additional storage feature. Okay, so those are all of the features of the bag itself. So let's talk about what we're going to pack into the bag. All right, guys, I grabbed a whole ton of stuff that I want to see how it fits into the bag. So we're going to do that together. Before I get started, I'm going to pack the bag up for myself for this first iteration, and then we'll do it for if I'm out with my kiddos as well. So let's go ahead and get into packing it up for myself. All right, guys, the first thing I pulled out is a changing pad. This is actually by Jujube. It is really, really teeny tiny, lightweight, and very foldable. It actually goes with a couple bags that I have. But what I love about this is that it's so compact. So I would plan to probably put this actually in that little secret compartment in the back along with the net. Okay. All right, so that actually fit right in the back. I don't know if you can tell some of the print peeking out a little bit right there, but it fits in that little pocket perfectly. Then I can zip that up. And if I need to use the net, I can go ahead and take it out and put the changing pad in the net itself. All right, so let's talk about the inside of the bag. One of the first things I'm always concerned about is water. So I don't bring a huge water bottle to the parks. This one is, I wanna say 14 ounces, but it's enough to keep thirst away. And then I can refill it when we stop to get a snack or at a quick service or anything like that. So it's really nice, good compact size, and it's a little Sketch Mickey print. So I'm gonna put that right in the back. All right, guys, I am always cold at some point in the parks. So it's really nice to have either a blanket or a like spirit jersey. So this is just an extra spirit jersey I have, and I just roll it up, and I'm gonna fit it right here in this pocket as well. It doesn't have to go in the pocket. It could really just go like on the side, but it fits right there. Actually, I might just leave it out. Okay, I'm just gonna put that actually in front of the water bottle. Or you lay it down. Okay, changed my mind. So the spirit jersey I just put right on the bottom of the bag. So it's laying there, right there on the bottom. The next things I always have to have with me is a little pouch of like hygiene stuff. So I've got my inhaler in here, I've got lotion, deodorant, lip gloss, chapstick, that kind of stuff, a little brush, like a foldable brush. So this little pouch is gonna go right in here as well. No particular place, I guess, for that. Because I do vlog our trips, I'm just gonna do my little camera holder, I guess you could say. So that I'm gonna put in the pouch next to the water bottle. And that could be my little like tech pocket. I also always like to make sure we have snacks. So even if it's just me, my hubby and I, or if it's just myself going to the parks, I want a little something to snack on in between getting a Disney snack or a meal or something like that. I find that when we get into line, I get hungry. So do my kids. It's like the same way. So nice to have a little container with some snacks. So I put that right in front of that little tech pocket pouch. Okay, and this pocket is not full, but it seems like it's getting to be a good point. So let's talk about the middle section now. And what I want to put in here are some additional hygiene things. So I've got this little pouch which has some little like mini toothbrushes. I've got gum, I've got some silicone straws in a little pouch, and I have my safety scissors. So here's my silicone straw pouch. And then my safety scissors, these are fabulous. especially if you're going to get treats or if you're taking kiddos and they want like lollipops at Disney. So really nice. Da-da-da. Perfect to travel with. This pouch I'm going to slip into the front, into the middle pocket. That goes in there really nicely. One thing I forgot to put in the back is a little pouch of feminine products. So I'm just going to tuck that down into the bottom with the Spirit jersey, just because I always like to have that on hand. Okay. All right, so back to the middle pouch. The next thing I'm going to put in is my portable charger. So this is so important for Disney. Of course, you always need this. And I'm going to put it in the pocket right here in the middle. Let me close this back pocket. All right, so that one's going right in the middle pocket here. And then I'm gonna put my sunnies right next to the portable charger. It's nice to have a pocket for my sunglasses because I'm either wearing my real glasses or my sunglasses all the time. So it's nice to have a place where they can actually like live. I'm gonna put two more things in this middle section. One is a cooling towel. We don't need this all the time, but if we go in the summer months, it's nice to have. And then a thing of Kleenex. Okay, so those both fit into the middle pocket. And again, there's still room, but she's getting pretty full. All right, let's talk about what we have left over. So I have a fan, which I'm gonna put in the outside pocket right here in a slip pocket. I'm gonna leave one slip pocket empty because that's where I will stick my phone when I need to. So I could show you guys that too. There we go. There's my phone and my fan. And then in this front pocket, you guys know probably by now, I'm the queen of all the wipes. So I have some wet ones, and then I also have these nose and face wipes. I don't actually need these if I'm just going on a solo trip, so I will leave those and I will just do the wet ones. And honestly, my tissues could probably fit in here along with the wipes as well. But what I'm gonna put along with that is my hand sanitizer. So just this little spray bottle of hand sanitizer right in the front. And there's still plenty of room in that front pocket. It's a really big, roomy pocket. But remember, if you're going to put your ears on the bag, let's see what that looks like. You don't want to take up too much space in the front pocket if you want to put your ears, because they need a little place to rest their feet. And that pocket is the place. So I'm just going to close the zipper a little bit onto the headband, just a smidge. And there we go. I really don't think anything would fall out of there. I feel like she would know. I think that Debbie, the designer, would have like adjusted this design if that were an issue, because she does use the bag in the parks all the time. So really nice. Okay, so that is everything all packed up. I only had, oh, my card holder. Totally forgot about this because it's black. So I will just stick that in the middle section as well. So that way it's easy to grab when I need it. So there you have it. She's all packed up. I'm honestly so shocked. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with how much it holds because, like I said, it still has quite a bit of room. Like the top is still squishy. You could still fit a good amount of stuff inside. And because I am an overpacker still, I definitely don't think this is like a minimal pack by any means for the parks. So I think it's really impressive that I can still have some room in here. Now, let's look at it if I took out the Spirit jersey, because that does add some weight. I honestly, if I'm going to wear a Spirit jersey to the parks, I will pretty much like have it on me, like my shirt, you know, like as a shirt. And then if I took it off, I'd probably just tie it around my waist, honestly. Or I would use the net, and that would be really handy to have that net to put the Spirit jersey or sweater or something in, especially when it's like the cooler months. So that would be packed up even lighter, honestly. I love this. Obsessed. And I also love that the ears just like give it so much style. So what I love about this is that it kind of takes the place of feeling like you need to get all the Loungefly bags, because you can really make it your own with different ears, and ears are so inexpensive. if you want to have like a collection of different little ears to have. Okay, so that is the rope drop backpack all packed up for myself if I am going out to the parks like by myself or with my husband. Let's look at how I would pack it up for being out with my kids. So let me say that there's not a ton that would be different, but there are some important things that I do like to have when my kids are with me, and things I pack just a little bit less of or a little lighter when they're with me. So in the front pocket, I think what I would do is add the nose and face wipes, because I'm always reaching for these when I'm with my kids. So I put that in there, and then also still have my hand sanitizer maybe tucked off to the side. Okay, as for the middle section, I don't think I would change very much. I have the tissues in here, the cooling towel, my portable charger, which I definitely need, and my sunglasses. What I'm gonna add is a little potty kit, and this kit has some toilet seat covers, some flushable wipes, an extra pair of undies for my kids, and then some little baggies. So if there's an accident, I can put dirty undies in a baggie and then put them in the bag. So I'm gonna stick that right there. My card holder is also in this middle pocket. Keep forgetting about that. It'd be nice if I had, you know what? I'm gonna move the card holder to the back. That way my valuable stuff is in the same pocket and I know where it is. Alright guys, a couple other things I like to have with me for my kids when we're in the parks is a couple of like entertainment things. So for instance, this little bag has some coloring books and crayons and some little figures. So I would either bring this whole pouch, or I would just bring out a couple of items from this pouch. There we go. So that would go right in here. All right, so I just slipped that in the back pocket kind of towards the top. One thing that's super important for us in the parks with our kids is to have an autograph book and pins. So I have an autograph book, and I would just grab a couple of pins and stick that right in here too. Let's see. I feel like using the flat pockets of the bag is really useful for things like the autograph book and like my snack container and stuff like that. The pins I'm going to put in the tech pouch upside down so that the pin tip is out. And then the little activity kit right on top. So let me give you guys a look at that. So the autograph book is right here, activity kit, and then everything else that was already in the bag, which includes snacks and my own stuff, like my personal hygiene stuff, my camera, the water bottle, what else? Some tampons, that kind of stuff. So there's all of that. And I even have a little extra space in here, honestly. So this little guy is a kit of Play-Doh. It's just a bunch of little like small Play-Doh pots. So I would have this with a couple of little Play-Doh tools, like a roller and a knife maybe. And that could easily go right on top. Okay, so there you go, all packed up again. And I feel like I still have a little bit of wiggle room in here, but I have everything that's important for us to grab really easily and quickly when we're in the parks. So like I've mentioned in the past, sometimes when we are at the parks, my husband and I kind of split up, and he'll have my son, I'll have my daughter. And what I will do is usually end up waiting for princesses or going on like rides with either one of the kids. So we kind of like divide and conquer. We do some things together as a family, but for the most part we do divide and conquer. And having a bag where I know I have everything that I need for my daughter, because that's usually who I'm with, is really nice. So I know I have her autograph book. I know I have a couple of things to keep her entertained if we're either waiting for the boys to get off of a ride or waiting in line to see a character or something like that. I also have a couple of treats for if we get into like a kind of emergency situation where she needs a snack really quick. I have my wallet and fan and a cooling towel if we get too hot, and all of our personal items. And if we go potty and there's an accident, I have stuff for that too. So I feel really, really prepared, and I like that with a bag. I know a lot of moms will bring like just a fanny pack, and that's totally great. That's just not me. I'm an overpacker, and so I like to be prepared and have all the things at all the times. So I hope this has been helpful to give you guys an overview of the rope drop backpack. I really love this bag, and I think it's such a great design, and even if you're not going to use like every single feature like I don't plan to, it's such a great bag and a great size for the parks that you cannot go wrong. I also just love the idea that you can personalize it for yourself and add whatever ears you want onto it, and pins too. So I hope you guys have found this video helpful. Definitely let me know in a comment down below what your favorite part of the bag is, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Bye, friends.